At first glance, calling a classic car eco-friendly sounds like something said just before being escorted out of a dinner party. After all, these are machines that predate catalytic converters, think fuel economy is a suggestion, and occasionally smell like unburnt optimism. And yet, stick with me, because classic cars might be one of the most quietly sustainable things an enthusiast can own. First, the greenest car is often the one that already exists. Modern cars are marvels of technology, but building them takes an extraordinary amount of energy. Mining materials, manufacturing batteries, shipping parts across the planet, and assembling everything in vast factories. A classic car, on the other hand, is already here. The carbon cost was paid decades ago. Keeping a 1970s Porsche 911 or a classic Mercedes W123 on the road isn't consumption, it's preservation. It's recycling at a grand mechanical scale. Instead of scrapping and replacing, you maintain, repair and reuse. You're not chasing the latest upgrade, you're making something old last longer. Environmentally speaking, that's surprisingly virtuous. Second, classic cars encourage moderation. No one daily drives a 40-year-old Alfa through rush hour traffic without a strong sense of self-reflection. Classics tend to come out for weekends, sunny evenings, or special occasions. They're driven less, cared for more, and appreciated deeply. That alone dramatically reduces their environmental impact. A lovingly maintained Mazda MX-5 from the 1990s, doing a few thousand miles a year, is hardly the climate villain it's made out to be, especially compared to a brand new SUV doing short trips to the shops while carrying nothing but a reusable bag and mild guilt. Third, classic cars resist the culture of disposability. Modern ownership often follows a simple pattern. Buy, use, trade in, repeat. Classic car ownership flips that entirely. You form a relationship. You learn its habits. You repair rather than replace. You rebuild rather than discard. A Toyota Land Cruiser that's been running for 30 years isn't just transport. It's proof that durability is environmental responsibility. A Honda engine that keeps going with basic maintenance is a quiet protest against planned obsolescence. These cars weren't designed to be fashionable for 3 years. They were designed to endure. And yes, let's talk about the word investment. Not every classic car is going to fund your retirement, and that's probably for the best. But many classics hold their value precisely because they're not being churned through a rapid consumption cycle. A well-looked after BMW E30 or early MX-5 isn't a depreciating appliance. It's a long-term asset that rewards care, patience and restraint. So no, classic cars won't single-handedly save the planet. They still burn fuel, they still make noise, and they still occasionally drip oil in a way that feels personal. But they represent something modern life is desperately short on: longevity, repairability, and respect for what already exists. In a world obsessed with the new, the fastest, and the disposable, choosing to preserve and enjoy an old machine might be one of the most quietly eco-friendly decisions you can make. Plus, it looks better than a spreadsheet.